some Zerglings and some drones. And it looks like the scouting probe is going to be in big trouble every time it turns a corner. These Zerglings will be able to take a pop at them.
And it looks like there is an expansion going down right now for DM, just as Bling finishes up this wall and is getting out some warp tech research and a sentry. So preparing for the
scouting probe. Yep. And as soon as the sentry is chrono boosted out, that'll shut down this little attack by DM. And there it goes. And DM wisely backs off. So some good, you know, minor pressure by DM to keep Protoss in his base. Bling is now warping in a second and third gateway. And at this point, with Zerglings controlling the map, I am unaware of whether or not... Did Bling spot the expansion? No, he did not. So Bling is unaware of his expansion, just staying in his main base, while DM continues to crank out drones and Zerglings. Speaking
of drones, we see DM sitting on 20 drones compared to the 24 probes that Bling has, you know, acquired. And nothing but sentries for Bling, actually, which is interesting to see that type of build.
Yeah, I mean, is he going to try to expand and use the sentries in a defensive fashion? It looks like he may, based on the position of this pylon. He may be, you know, creating kind of a wall type of situation.
And the money being saved in his bake. That's what it looks like to me, Jim.
Yeah, Roach Warren is halfway completed for DM as his expansion hatchery is now pumping out Overlords, drones, and a second Queen has been grown. So DM's economy is sort of set up, and at this point, because of all of Bling's sentries, as you see them moving forward, it's tough to really mount any substantial offense with a force like this. So this is going to be an interesting rush to see. 5 sentries, 1 zealot. Is it even going to be a rush?
It's definitely interesting, to say the least.
I say this is nice move.
That was a great force field, and that Queen goes down. And Bling sitting tough with these 5 sentries, or 6 sentries. As roaches are out, yeah.
Too late. And he can continue and back off. Very nice. Got to give DM, well, DM's now at a huge disadvantage, down to 24 drones mining off of essentially 1 base. Meanwhile, Bling has got 31 probes. And he will be mining off of 2 bases in about 10 seconds.
And there's that wall-off fashion of building that you were talking about there, Jim.
Yep, and a cannon added to it. So I guess he's afraid of roaches. I guess he's afraid of, you know, 12 roaches entering his base. At this point, DM's at 6 roaches, and DM is once again mining off of 2 bases. So DM sits with 2 Zerglings with the speed upgrade and 6 roaches and only 1 Queen. So DM's economy is in big trouble. Bling is at 37 probes mining from 2 bases. A 4th and a 5th gateway are being warped in. So Bling is going to be very strong in the next minute or 2. Adding to this essentially sentry force. 8 sentries, 1 stalker, 2 zealots right now. The ground weapon level 1 upgrade for Protoss is about halfway completed at this point. And speaking of, remember I said the 12 roaches? DM's up to 13 roaches.
Yep, and roach speed is on the way as well. As that's all we're seeing from DM at the moment. Roaches and roach speed.
Now, roaches are a fairly strong unit, but against many sentries with force fields have a huge impact.
That's
because roaches only have a 5 range. So, I mean, check this out. Bling is going to move forward. Let's see what these 13...
Forward pylons being laid down.
Yeah, 2 of them. Let's see what 13 roaches can do against this force.
Roaches have 4 range,
suicide
by
scout.
the way, Jim.
Right. Sorry, yeah. With their range, it's heavily affected by force field.
And let's see what happens. This is going to be very hard for DM, I believe, as Guardian Shield goes down. Stalkers, sentries, and zealots moving in. A lot of gateway units. Force fields being laid down. And these roaches are going to have a hard time backing out of this fray. And it looks like these sentries are going to do the job here. And you know, all these roaches are just going to go down, man.
Yeah, he essentially cut the roach count in half. He only had to fight 6 roaches. The other 6 were behind the force fields and out of range.
And it looks
so
like
really nice force fields.
Looks like Bling will go ahead and take the win. I mean, that's what I'm thinking, and that's what it
Yep.
looks like.
Yeah,
It's
there's
going to
no
be very
chance.
hard for DM to defend against this.
Yep. DM's down to 26 harvesters now. Protoss has got twice as many harvesters as Zerg. That's really bad news for Zerg. For any Zerg player, it's got to be over at this point.
And there it is. GG is called. DM is out of here. Bling is pushing forward. And it looks like we're going to have a Protoss victory to start the day off with.
Our systems pulse with the truth. The glow of the infinite is within us.
And I got to turn my sound down because it is quite loud. I was filming for that. And looks like I got another invite if you guys want to join in on me. Filming that montage of pain. Got to have the volume up a little bit. And I was invited, but it didn't let me in. Strange.
It thinks you're already in a game.
Does
You
it?
probably have
Okay.
to log off and
I'll
log
log-
back in
yeah,
again.
I'll-
I'm just taking a guess.
Oh, nope, he re-invited me and I'm in, so join in on me, guys. Looks like it's going to be Jadu against Zekami. And what did you know?
Zictomini.
Zictomini. Thank you.
Mikami lost in first round.
Oh, Mikami lost in the first round.
Yep.
Too bad.
That's a bit of an upset. Who did he lose to?
No idea, but I'm gonna ask him.
And it looks like this is a new map because I'm downloading something.
It's a Zelnaga Caverns. Maybe you need to rejoin.
Weird. No, it's downloading content.
But as much I know, he was cheesed.
Ooh. Cheese, cheese, cheese. You know, I was thinking of starting a cheese festival. You know, and we can all sit around and watch cheese games and cheese players play with cheese while we eat cheese. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I love cheese.
I mean,
cheese is amazing.
Cheese is fantastic. I think everybody loves cheese.
Cheese is just everything.
Cheese gives me gas.
You are not my friend anymore.
I'm with
Just
Torre
kidding.
on this one.
Anyways,
All right, we're going to rock and roll
cheese
here.
festivals aside, I hope we're going to get going. Here we go. Countdown has
Have fun.
begun. Let's get going. Non-stop StarCraft action right here at Imba TV. All right, everybody, welcome to Imba TV, where everything is in balance. We've got Jadu fighting Zictomini right now here at the EU CraftCup Lite number 43. Thanks for joining us here at Imbalance TV. We're glad to have you. I'm MC Dust. With me is Jim Rayner, who's going to go ahead and take it away for me.
All right, so this is CraftCup Lite 43. This is a 9-round event. This is round 2 that we're in right now. And Jadu is spawning as Pink Protoss. Zictomini is spawning as Blue Zerg in the top right-hand corner. And Zelnaga Caverns is a fairly balanced map with a difficult to defend natural expansion. The distance between players is large enough, though, that the difficult to defend natural expansion is possible. It just takes a little bit of work and a little bit of planning. Jadu is, well, warping in a pylon in his main base while moving a scouting probe into Zictomini's main base. And Zictomini just continues to crank out drones. At 14 drones, he's yet to have to make a major decision. Is this a scout, or this looks like that's a scouting drone? It looks like Zictomini is not interested in expanding at this point. And it looks like Jadu has gotten a full view of Zictomini's complete base, and he'll watch the spawning pool go down. First building for Zictomini is not an extractor. It's not a hatchery. It is a spawning pool. The partial wall-off by Jadu begins as he warps a gateway near the top of the ramp of his main base. And Zeke Mini is moving with, well, 2 Overlord Scouts. 1 through the middle of the map. And it looks like Jadu does not want Zeke Mini running around in his main base. Zeke Mini's got to be 100% comfortable at this point because he's seen every building Jadu has built. And he has to know that 3 minutes into this game, Jadu couldn't afford to build anything more. So Zerg's got to be feeling comfortable as he expands.
That's for sure.
Into his natural expansion area. McDuff's, anything you want to add at this point?
I know nothing about these players. It looks like no cheese from the Protoss, which is nice to see. 85% wall off is completed, and we see that core being laid down, as well as a second assimilator finished up here. Nothing mining off that second assimilator, which leaves me to questioning about the assimilator. Anyways, the extractor here for Zeke Domini is finishing up, and you know, he will have that expansion very soon.
First fighting unit is a Zealot, and that Zealot's being warped, chrono boosted in. So he obviously Jadu wants that Zealot out quickly, and Zeke Mini is going to be able to do a lot of scouting with that probe because Jadu's got no interest in going after that drone.
That's right, and Jadu has a 5 health probe going right now back to the base. It did survive the struggle against those Zerglings. And we're seeing some Xel'Naga watchtowers being taken up by Zeke Domini.
And a Twilight Council being warped in. This is a fascinating opening by Jadu.
I'd have to say
Twilight
so as well.
Council, yeah, and of course Warp Gate Research being chrono boosted in on the Cybernetics core. A second gateway now being warped in. Now, if we take a look at the expansion of Zeke Mini, it is now up and rolling. Zeke Mini is still mining off of only 1 extractor, which is probably a good move 5 minutes into any Zerg fast expand game. When Zerg expands reasonably quickly, you know, they don't want to be collecting a lot of gas. They want to get out as many minerals and as many low mineral units as possible. 2 queens, 8 Zerglings, 24 drones for Zeke Mini, 22 probes, 1 Zealot, 1 Stalker for Jadu.
And it looks like
Second.
Blink Stalkers is being researched from Jadu right now as the first thing to come from that. And Jadu laying down a full wall off here as he throws down another pylon.
And a 3rd gateway. And interesting to note that this Twilight Council has been chrono boosted 2 times now to speed up the research. So obviously this is what I guess you'd call a Blink Stalker rush by Jadu.
And let's see how good he's able to pull it off, as there are no spine crawlers here for Zeke Domini. He has laid down one now.
One pops up
just as he lost his Zerglings from that Xel'Naga watchtower. He threw it down. He's feeling a little bit intimidated from it. And yes, forward pylon.
Forward pylon as well. And here we go. That's 23 Zerglings with no speed upgrade.
Speed is halfway finished at the moment.
So 23 Zerglings versus 2, 4, 6 Stalkers. The Stalkers have Blink, folks. So they've got it, and they can now use it to their advantage. And these Zerglings are in big trouble, even on creep. Without the speed upgrade, these Blink Stalkers can chew them up and spit them out. And we see 2 Queens trying to defend.
Spinecrawler readjusting its position. And look at this placement of this forward pylon, if you will, Jim. It's down in the lower area. He'll be able to warp on top of that cliff as long as he's got vision. Blink tech is finished now. These Stalkers are
44 Zerglings now. Now the Zerglings have got speed. Now they can do some business.
Well, with the blink, it's going to make it very difficult, as they will blink down on the bottom of that cliff.
Yeah, but it's good defense. 44 Zerglings will get the job done. In any event, especially with this spine crawler. Now, I don't know why he's trying to fight him in such an enclosed area when they do have blink, as you've mentioned. He should be waiting and trying to fight him in the middle of an open field somewhere.
Agreed.
In any event, we now see a Roach Warren with 2 roaches on the ground already.